One of the things that defense lawyer Eric Nelson was trying to do, and he's done it several times now, is from body cam video show that there are times, or at least one time, when Derek Chauvin's knee is not directly on George Floyd's neck. It's somewhere between his shoulder blades or at the top of his back or on his shoulder. And the argument through his questioning that Eric Nelson is clearly making is that the famous, infamous video taken by Darnella Frazier doesn't tell the full story. But it does strike me, if he undoubtedly searched every second, every frame of body cam video and everything else, and the one moment where it does appear that Derek Chauvin's knee is not directly on George Floyd's neck is just before the paramedics come.
Eric Nelson keeps talking about position of that right knee of Derek Chauvin because, Terry, for the past, 10 months or so, we have been talking about, we in the public, we in the media, this community here in Minneapolis, people around this country have been talking about that knee on George Floyd's neck. But here you have him putting that doubt in jurors' mind about, well, his knee wasn't on his neck. It was between his shoulder blades there. It was on his shoulder. It was not directly on his neck. And so if you've got the jurors, here who've heard before, and obviously they need to take the evidence that they're hearing in court, but if you have people even here in the public hearing that, oh, well, the knee wasn't on the neck here, and you've got the defense here of Chauvin laying this doubt that here you have the officer in this video showing that his knee was on the shoulder blades and not directly on the neck there. Again, that word, doubt, and that comes into factor there and plays a role. And so when it comes to what the defense is trying to do here and why they're bringing this up so much is because the state here, we've learned, is prepared to argue that it wasn't just the knee on the neck, that it was also the knee on George Floyd's back, which is why you've heard prosecutors use almost a phrase one after the other. You hear, for instance, Matthew Frank or another prosecutor mention in their line of questioning, you'll hear them say, when you see the knee on the neck or the back, it's almost they use one after a quick succession there. They'll say the knee, then the back, because they're trying to establish that it wasn't just the knee on the neck. It was also the knee on the back that caused these issues for George Floyd to be able to breathe in that case there and in that instance. And so you heard also the defense focusing on that position of the knee. There was an interesting point where during redirect, the prosecutor asked, again, this witness saying, you were asked about the moments where it appears Mr. Chauvin's right knee is on Mr. Floyd's back just before he gets up. The witness says yes. Then the prosecutor says, in that, did you notice whether Mr. Floyd's shirt moved? Yes, it appeared to move. From what? From Mr. Chauvin's knee. So they're trying to, there's a lot of semantics going on here as well, but they're really analyzing this video pretty heavily here, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.